I heard my son crying downstairs. Not just crying, he was wailing. And I thought, man, he's being a little dramatic. I need to go stop that. That's my first thought. What I did next, though, it changed the way I see emotions. And it might change the way you raise your son, too. Because what if I told you men might actually be more emotional than women? That's crazy. But stay with me, because by the end of the video, I'm going to show you a simple way to train your kids and yourself to handle emotions the way God intended. All right. If you grew up anything like me, you heard this before. Men don't cry. Be tough. Stop acting like a girl. And if you didn't stop crying, then you got corrected. And maybe you got some type of consequence or punishment. So as men, what did we learn? We learned to hide it, bottle it, shut it down. But here's the problem. We didn't stop feeling. We just changed how it came out. Let me ask you something real quick. When's the last time you got angry? Not annoyed or frustrated. I mean angry. I mean P-I-S, angry. Yeah, that counts as emotion too. See, we've been taught that being emotional means showing a range of feelings. But that's not the full picture now, is it? What if being emotional is actually about how often one emotion shows up? Because if that's true, then the man who expresses anger every single day might be more emotional than someone who cries once a week. Let that sink in. Culture tells us, as men, our silence equals strength. Our communication is weakness. And that our image is everything. But that's not a winning game. Nobody wins in that situation because the rules keep on changing. And every time you try to keep up, you lose a piece of yourself. That's not strength. That is survival mode. And it's emotionally unhealthy. So what does God actually say about emotions? The answer might surprise you. There's this guy named David, King David. And God called King David a man after my own heart. What did David actually do to be called that by God? To be called that by the creator of the universe? Let's look at something. In Psalm chapter 13, verses 1 through 6, bear with me, you're going to hear something. You might not hear it the first time, but you'll hear it when I go through it. It says, "How long, Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I wrestle with my thoughts, and day after day have sorrow in my heart? How long will my enemy triumph over me? Look on me and answer, Lord my God. Give light to my eyes, or I will sleep in death, and my enemy will say, I have overcome him, and my foes will rejoice when I fall. But I trust in your unfailing love. My heart rejoices in your salvation. I will sing the Lord's praise, for he has been good to me." Did you notice that? David goes from, "God, where are you? Why are you so silent? I feel overwhelmed," to, "I trust you. I rejoice. I will praise you," in 6 verses. So what changed? Did his situation change? No, his expression changed. David did the exact thing culture tells us not to do. He emptied his heart to God. He didn't bottle it. He didn't explode on somebody else. He didn't pretend he was fine. He didn't stay silent. He processed it properly. Here's the shift for us as dads. Don't suppress your emotion. And don't let it control you. Train it, direct it, and surrender it. Let me give you another anchor for this. James chapter 1, verses 19 and 20, it says, "My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry. Because human anger does not produce the righteousness that God desires." God isn't saying don't feel. He's saying don't let emotion lead. Let righteousness lead. So how do we teach this to our sons? Because telling them just cry it out isn't leadership. Here's what I teach my kids. There are two reasons why we cry. Either something is wrong or you didn't get something you wanted. That's it. If something is wrong, then we can help correct that wrong. We can walk them through it. We can help them process it. If it was something that was unjust, for example, okay, we can do something about that. If they're crying because they didn't get something they wanted, well, that's a choice to cry. And so then I would remind them that they are in charge of their own attitude, effort, and emotion. So if they want to cry, they can do it, but that's not going to fix the issue that you're crying about, and it's not going to get you the thing that you wanted. That's it. Now, let's go back to my son. I went downstairs, and instead of shutting him down, I just asked, "Hey, what's wrong?" I dropped my pizza. And we figured it out together. I was like, "Hey, oh, yeah, I can see why. Let's pick that up and throw it away. We got some more pizza on top of the oven. Let's go get another slice." Was he hurt? No. Was he disappointed? Absolutely. Because those two, whether he was hurt or disappointed, those require different responses. And in that moment, I wasn't just stopping his tears, I was teaching him how to understand his heart. So let me ask you this. Growing up, did anyone teach you that there's two reasons why you cry? Or did you just learn to shut it down, get angry, move on, stay silent? Because whatever you don't process, you pass down. And this is where it gets real for us as men. In Proverbs chapter 4, verse 23, it says, "Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it." Not ignore your heart or bury your heart. Guard it, understand it, lead it. So no, men aren't exactly less emotional. We've just been taught to express it the wrong way. But you can change that starting today for you and for your kids. If this hit you even a little bit, drop a comment. We're building something bigger here. Let's reverse the dad deficit together.